a couple weeks. How'd you feel out there tonight?
A little rusty, but I was happy to get back out there.
You guys have been playing pretty good defense the last couple months at least. What changed tonight?
We didn't play good defense. We gave them points in the paint, we gave them fast break points, and we gave them threes. So, we can't give everything for sure.
What's the best way to approach this as a group? The spot you're in, you guys got pretty much everybody back, but obviously coming off a rough loss, and there's still 12 big games remaining before the playoffs.
For sure. Every game is huge for sure, and we got to recoup. Obviously, our last road trip we didn't play well at all. We went 0-4, so it's definitely in the back of our minds. We know starting on Monday we got to play better basketball than we did tonight and what we did on our last road trip.
Do you feel confident that the groin injury is behind you?
I just take day by day. I can't worry about, what's could happen in the future. But I got through the day. I'm obviously, get some work on it tomorrow. Hopefully a little bit on the plane and some more flight to Orlando. And then once we get to Orlando and get ready for Monday. So it's I hope it's behind, but I don't want to look too far in the future.
LeBron, pregame, one of the things JJ told us is that culture in a locker room is the type of thing that needs to be constantly rewatered.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have built a culture based on toughness and defense and physicality. That wasn't there tonight. What does it take to rewater that?
It happens from time to time, obviously. We got to do a better job, and we see these guys next week, so we should be well equipped to what they bring to the table and the speed and the flow that they play with. So we just got to regroup and be a lot better on Monday for sure.
Kind of along those lines, you always talk about not getting too high or too low, and JJ just mentioned, the team having grace for one another. What do you say to guys so that they can find that grace or maintain that grace?
For sure. Obviously, we can't take for granted the moments we get out there and be able to play the game that we love and play it at a high level. So just holding each other accountable, pouring into the team, pouring energy into the team. So that's what's most important. And like you said, we got 12 games to position ourselves, in the postseason. We pretty much can control our own destiny if we win ball games and not have to be in the play-in. So that's what JJ's been preaching. Obviously, I think he told that to you guys. He want to be in the playoffs and not the play-in. So that's up to us.
Well, what did the group show you while you were out, and to what extent can any of that apply to future games?
We have I don't know if it was something they showed me or didn't show me. I already know what this team is capable of. No matter who's been in the lineup, who's been out of the lineup, we've been able to sustain our effort and try to, continue to play the right way, both offensively and defensively. So, it was great to see, even through the adversity, even through some of the, the injuries and the schedule, however it presented itself, we were still able to win ball games.
Since we spoke to you in Boston, there was another pretty big round of media scrutiny about Bronny, and he went out and played his best game as a pro on Thursday. What have the conversations been with him through this kind of past few weeks, and what did you kind of make of the way he was able to play against the Bucks?
Conversations this past few weeks, as far as what?
Just about I guess this another batch of scrutiny. Do you even need to talk about it, or has he been dealing with it for so long?
Yeah, he's grew up in it, so it's nothing new to him. He's I think you saw the article that came out that he did, that he wanted to do and express his feelings about everything, but the kid is focused and he locks in on his craft. Like he said, he hears everything and he uses it as motivation. And but he's here for a reason, and he showed that the other night.
Do you see him playing with more confidence?
I've seen he's gotten better from the moment he made his first game back after the incident with USC to the moment the other night when he stepped on the floor. He's gotten better and better and better, and I think his confidence has gotten better. The work that he's putting in, he's starting to feel it once again before he had the incident. So it was great to see him in his groove the other day.
Thanks, LJ.
I appreciate it.
Good stuff there. Pop's talking about Son from the other night, Bronny with his career night. But for him tonight, big game, as we know, dealing with that groin injury, missed the last 31 minutes outside of just the numbers in general. Good to see him back in the rotation.
He's back on the court, running.
What did you see out there?
Their basketball is going in the rim a lot. that's about all I got for you.
What was the talk of the locker room afterwards?
Be better. Everybody in the locker room, none of us had the right energy from the get-go, so got to find a way to be better.
12 games left. You have pretty much your entire 12 games left. You have pretty much your entire roster healthy, but you are coming off one of the worst losses of the season. So kind of what's the view between now and the start of the playoffs?
Played much better than we did tonight. We know when we play, the way we're supposed to, we have a chance to beat anybody. But, we're still, we haven't played that many games as a full unit, so we still got to learn the chemistry, timing of everything. So it should be fun.
What balance, if there even is a balance, do you think this team can strike between being patient with itself and giving itself grace as you guys work through these kinks versus the realization of there are only 12 regular season games left, and to give you guys that time to build that chemistry or continuity?
Yeah, I mean, the reality of it is we have 12 games left till the playoffs, and it's not like we can add a couple games to continue to try to, piece all of that together. So we got to figure it out in a quick span of time to when the playoffs is here to hit the ground running. So, I believe we can do it. We've shown in instances where we have done it. Just got to, continue plugging at it.
Are there ways that, you're probably not going to practice a lot, maybe not as many sure on. I know you guys have, but there are ways you guys can fast track that, considering there are only so many games and not a lot of practice time?
Talk to one another. That's really, we can watch as much film as we want to watch to help that way. But I think communication amongst, everybody on the team, coaching staff is going to play a big role in that. Like you said, we're not going to be on court practicing that much with 12 games left. So we had to communicate if it's, on flights, talking about, what we can do to be better. That's what it'll be. So I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks, Austin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk a little Austin, guys. I will say it's nice to hear him kind of just echo what you guys were saying. No panic inside the locker room. Just need to be better, as he says it with a smile on his face. But tonight, big game, another efficient night for him. 25, 9 of 13, 3 of 7 from deep. And as you like to remind us, shot a 67 last week. So all is well for Austin.
We can talk about the 67.
He shot a 67.
67 last week on the golf course. I think he said